Hi, boys and girls. We sure do miss you, and we are praying for you every day and for all of your friends and your parents. Today I will be reading the Easter story, and it's all about what Jesus did for us. So let's take a look. It says it was a long, dark night. Jesus was in trouble. Some people said he was the king of the Jews. King Herod did not like it. While Jesus prayed, Peter, James, and John sat under the trees keeping watch. But one by one, they fell asleep. Before sunrise, Jesus saw another disciple coming. It was Judas with a crowd carrying torches and swords. Jesus woke the disciples. "Hello, Master," said Judas, and he kissed Jesus on the cheek. Now the priests knew which man was Jesus. Jesus was arrested. Peter swung his sword, but Jesus told him not to fight. Jesus was taken to the chief priest. Peter had followed and was listening from a safe distance, but someone spotted him. "You were with Jesus," they said. "No, I wasn't," said Peter. "I don't know him." 3 times Peter said he did not know Jesus, just as Jesus had said he would. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Then the rooster crowed, and Peter cried because he hadn't stood up for Jesus. The priest took Jesus to Pilate, the Roman governor. "Are you the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked. Jesus said nothing. Pilate asked the crowd, "What has he done? He has hurt no one." But the crowd was angry. "Who shall I let go?" asked Pilate. "Barabbas the murderer or Jesus, king of Jews?" "Let Barabbas go," they cried. Pilate was amazed, but he let Barabbas go. The crowd made fun of Jesus as he was taken to the hill of Calvary. They put a crown of thorns on his head. Jesus was nailed to the wooden cross between 2 thieves. "If you are the Son of God," said the mean thief, "why don't you save yourself?" "What has he done? He has hurt no one," said the kind thief. At midday, the sky went dark, and the darkness lasted for 3 hours. "God, forgive them," Jesus cried. "They don't know what they are doing." At the same moment, the earth rumbled, and Jesus died. The Roman soldier was standing guard. "He was really the Son of God," he said. That evening, a man called Joseph took Jesus' body to a stone tomb. He washed Jesus and dressed him in clean clothes. Then he rolled the heavy stone over the opening of the tomb. Soldiers came to guard the tomb. All this time, Jesus' friend Mary Magdalene and Mary from Galilee were watching. 2 days later, Mary Magdalene and Mary from Galilee came back to the tomb. The soldiers were gone, the stone was rolled back, and the tomb was empty. A shining angel said, "Don't be afraid, Jesus is alive." They ran quickly to tell the disciples, but on the way they met Jesus. "Don't be afraid," Jesus said. "I will meet the disciples in Galilee." The disciples went to Galilee and waited. While they were talking, Jesus suddenly appeared. They were frightened. "Why are you afraid?" asked Jesus. "It is me." He showed them the marks on his hands and his feet from the cross. "Go and tell the world what I have taught you. Tell them that they should be sorry for what they have done wrong. If other people do bad things, we should forgive them." Jesus led his disciples to a place near Bethany. He lifted up his hands and blessed them. Jesus left them and was taken up to heaven. The disciples went out into the world and they spread God's message just as Jesus had told them. So even though Jesus is in heaven, he is always with us. He's in our hearts. And when he's in our hearts, we make good choices and we obey like he did always. He gave us the greatest gift ever by dying on the cross for our sins. All right, I will see you next time for another story. Bye.